find it hard to say. Hey yo, I sold my soul today. Hey yo, you've led my mind astray. I don't even think that I can love that way. No, I ain't gonna be your fool today. Baby, 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 really made me blind. I'm easily distracted now, come to find. Saw you just the other day, your eyes met mine. Oh, and I thought I lost my mind. Oh,
Episode 63, STL Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com. We got Terry Tulk in the house. There's your audience. We keep him under the desk. I'm not going to tell you what we feed him. And we have a special guest, Mr. Ronnie Roman. And there they are again. Yes, he's here. He's not doing his game show tonight. He's in here playing guitar with Terry. So I know.
My audience will let me go.
They will. They don't have a choice.
No, they don't.
What a very cool guitar, I have to tell you. I mean, it's not a standard guitar.
It's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
It's pretty.
And the hoe is in a different place.
Yes, it is. And in fact, there's many, many of them. So.
What kind is it? And give us a little story. Did you
It's
make
innovation.
that or?
I wish.
Right.
No, I just like Ovation guitars. They've been around for a fairly long time. There's a number of obviously, the most famous person who put them on the map was Glenn Campbell.
I love Glenn Campbell. Wichita lineman. My daddy used to look like him. He did. He sang like him too, but that's another story. Anyway.
Well, I said he was the first endorser.
Really?
On Ovation.
Very cool.
And they're just beautiful guitars.
Mm-hmm.
The one advantage, disadvantage is that ain't wood.
Nope.
That's plastic.
There you go.
It's not really a plastic. It is an acoustically developed.
Reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yeah. One of those things that's got a dictionary attached to it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I said I just the big thing is I really like the look of it, and it plays nice. Which
It's
is
cool.
important also.
Very cool. That is awesome.
They tend to, the next person that made them also famous, if we remember in the 80s, was the Bon Jovi Richie Sambora used these a lot.
Oh, that's right.
Richie
Very
had
cool.
He had the double neck with the 12 string going on for the Dead or Alive business.
Very cool. I was going to say it's got a very smooth sound like a Gretsch. It's kind of, and that's most Gretsch are 12 strings, but I know they make them 6, but still.
Just got six.
It's got a great smooth style.
And the other thing about it is
Is it heavy?
It's great for fat guys. So.
All right, well there you go.
So, but no, I said I really like it. I've had it for a fairly long time. Had been looking for many years to actually get a better model than what I have.
Mm-hmm.
But the old stuff, obviously, just like any other vintage guitars, really holds its value and oftentimes goes up quite a bit.
Right.
So I'm relegated to this one. So.
Very cool.
But like I said, it's pretty. That's the biggest reason.
It is pretty. Tell us about your party guitar, Terry.
Oh, well, this is more standard looking, but
Yes.
it's a Taylor. It's a 214 series. It's got the rosewood back to it, which was kind of the reason I picked it up.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You can't go wrong with a Taylor.
But no. But that's, funny enough, I had a Martin, and I wanted to get a Taylor instead. So
Really?
I had a Taylor before that, but it was the kind of the basic one.
Mhm.
I really wanted, just to go back to that. They play real nice. They sound really nice.
Yeah, both your guitars have a great sound. I mean, they have their own unique sound. It's very cool.
That's-
Very,
Yeah,
very
that's-
cool.
Well, it's funny you say that because we were finding that out. We've kind of been goofing around with recording
Mhm.
over the last few days,
Mm-hmm.
and we were noticing that during the recording. We were going, "Oh, we're gonna have to figure a way to make it not so differential."
Bridget?
Yeah, but yeah, you can definitely hear the difference in the EQing. That one, it gets it in the electronics real nice.
Mm-hmm.
The electronics are the sound. On that one, the wood
Yeah.
is where it comes from. It just got such gorgeous tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta adjust some sliders here to try to get anything.
That's okay. It's all good. Everybody needs an adjustment.
But the way Ovation's always made them, I mean, they start off with a real nice clean sound in them.
Mhm.
That's the thing with that bowl cut kind of thing going on, and the unique, I guess, figuration that they use. They get a real sweet sound right up front, so all they need is just something to, make
Throw it out there.
Just kick them up.
make it louder. So,
Accent it. So what are you going to play for us?
start off with traveling.
Sure.
How about the Traveling Wilburys?
Oh, who doesn't love those guys?
There
Come
you go.
on.
So I was having an online discussion with some friends about Tom Petty and loving his songwriting and everything. We got a lot of his stuff in our arsenal.
Oh, very cool. You can't go wrong with that guy.
So
Hit it. Do it.
I keep waiting for the cue to record. So.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, it's
it's already
recording.
going.
It's
Yeah,
recording
okay.
now. So
Oh, now I'm gonna get nervous and sweat.
go.
All right. Yep.
Been beat up and battered around, been sent up and I've been shot down. You're the best thing that I've ever found, and me with care. Reputation's changeable, situations tolerable. Baby, you're adorable, handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Don't you think that you really care?
Whatever the words are.
Everybody's got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been found out and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed. They kiss Santas and nice schools, and me with care. Come on, Ryan.
Whatever.
Been stuck in airports, terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized, and me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you tell me that you really care? Everybody wants somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been uptight and I made a mess. I cleaned it up myself, I guess. Whoa, the sweet smell of success, and me with care. Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah, one of those strings got in the way.
Heather's watching. Heather's watching. Shout out to Heather.
That would be the wife right
That is, yes, your better half.
there. That means the boys are watching, so.
That's very cool.
the
Well,
other
we
day
got the
with my son.
close up on you, so yes. How about another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Let's see. What else we like here, Ronnie? How about some Jimi Hendrix?
Which one?
All Along the Watchtower.
Done.
Go straight to rock on this.
That's good. That's good. Help yourself.
Ready? Anytime.
There must be some kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Jump in there, drink my wine, my man get my herb. None of them ever were on the mind, nobody other this world, yeah.
All right. Guess what?
Peggy, Paul Schiff. You know Paul.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't know Paul? Yeah. He said, "What's up, kids?"
Hey, Paul.
Glenn Buster, Dale Schreckenberg. Let's see who else I got. Jerry Thompson, Kevin Whitney, and who else? That's it. Ron Kraser.
Ron, hey, buddy.
Yes, I just saw him yesterday. He's a sweetheart. And I think that's it. Oh, Joe Spink, yo Terry.
Wow.
Oh, you're in prime company with Joe Spink.
Well, man.
And you haven't been spanked by Spink, then forget it.
No, actually, yeah. No, he sat in with us and played a gig with us a long time ago. He's an outstanding drummer.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's a blast. What a sweetheart.
Yep.
He
poor
is
guy.
a sweetheart.
Wow, him and Ron, we better stay on time. And,
That's
yeah.
Well, when the drummers are bored and they're watching this show. Yeah, that's right. I know. Because they're so good, they don't have to practice anymore.
Right.
Because they're just amazing. I mean, it's like, yeah, I got this gig and this gig and this gig.
Yeah.
They're on the list.
Well, you've seen the little meme where it's like, the drummer is just like, well, I'd love to play with you, but I'm 8 bands already.
Right.
But no, I did jam with Ron for quite a while in Neon Blues Band, and
Right.
we had a lot of fun in that band. He's an outstanding drummer.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart for sure. I know Ron for a minute. I remember when he first started playing again, and he's like, oh, and I kind of had my doubts at first because I get so many musicians. Oh, I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do this, and I can do that. Get me a band, get me a band. Well, are you any good? Well, I've been playing for, yeah, okay. And then you see them in a jam, and they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and it's like, go home and practice. Call me when you know a song. Don't tell me you know everything if you don't know everything.
I did that once.
I know. And I host that jam at Parrots on Wednesday night. It's the same thing every week. Everybody comes and signs up. What song are you gonna play? Well, who do you want to play with? Because we have a house band, and these guys don't want to play 4 hours straight. I try to mix it up and get other drummers, other guitar players, everybody else involved, because these guys don't know every single song.
Right.
Because people come in with some of the most obscure stuff sometimes, and it's like, they don't know that one. Do you know anything else? No, I only know the one. Well, I'm sorry. Either bring your whole band in.
It's the only one I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of times those guys have been working them up for a while, just kind of, they want to really
Right.
get in there and play it, but unfortunately,
Right.
they didn't tell anybody ahead of time.
I know.
But
So
and a lot of these house bands, if you did give them a little bit of notice, they'd probably be able to put it together pretty solid too.
or something, but and it's it's a crapshoot, and I try to keep everybody playing. I mean, I don't let anybody sit down. The minute we start, I just keep it going, so everybody can get it, go around the block and keep going, and then the more I can mix up people and not have everybody play with just the house band, then it just makes for everybody gets to play more.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my goal, but it's like herding cats. You're not going to make everybody happy. You're not chocolate or bacon. That's what I keep telling myself.
Yeah, and on top of that, by putting people with different people like that, you're giving them a chance to kind of, they don't fall into too much of a routine with somebody either. They got to it keeps them honest a little bit. They got to play a little bit.
Well, I mean, the band, the house band, they've all played together, and they do a lot more heavy than they do regular classic stuff. But they all know enough music, between the four of them. So, and sometimes we get drummers say, no, I want this girl to sing, I don't want Steve to sing, and that's great. Let her have another turn. We try to mix it up more. But like you said, and Bobby doesn't know. Bobby Taylor does not know every single song. Believe it or not, there's one or two he does not know. One or two. Yeah.
Everybody told me he was probably your best bet because when we were at did you go to Esch's thing, John Eschenbrenner?
No, I ended up having to work. No, we had a jam that night because they came up there afterwards.
That's right.
Yeah, we had the jam all night. I didn't even know about it until last minute, and I said we can't just, and it was slamming. That was that St. Patrick's Day?
It might have been.
I think it was St. Pat because that was our busiest night. It was so freaking packed. I mean, the person to get up for I have a list of people, so I get everybody up there at least one time. The last person to get up for the first time was 12:30. I thought the band was gonna scream. I mean, they were just wiped out. It was so hot in there, and it was slamming. It was just so busy. I mean, we had all kinds of different people coming in there, and then John and his girlfriend showed up, and we raised our glasses to his dad because his dad's a doll. He was a doll, just an absolute sweetheart. Talk about parents who supported their kid. I mean,
That was one thing you certainly picked up from it, just from his Facebook post, you saw it, and I think they had that jam out at his family's property for like a dozen years or better.
mm-hmm.
And, I guess that was his dad's property. And he was telling me it was really funny because his dad grew up on country. My dad grew up on country.
Right.
When I grew up, my dad was, singing Conway Twitty in the car and Willie Nelson and all that jazz. Well, then I'm out there playing rock and roll and, stuff like Crazy Bitch and things like that. My dad's
Right.
over there like, well, I really got the crowd up going. That was kind of a fun song. And I'm going, and John's saying that his dad's over there tapping his foot to Bodies.
Right. Right.
And, when are you going to play the Bodies tune? And,
Right.
And he's, Dad, who are you? It's like, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I understand that way of thinking though. My dad was like that too. I mean, I grew up with all different genres of music, from Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass all the way down to Whipped Cream, that fabulous album. And they had the girl. Somebody had a picture of the. She's still alive, who did the album cover, whatever her name was. Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, I learned all different genres of music, but then he would pop off with, he loved Radar Love by Golden Earring, or he loved Inagata Davida by Iron Butterfly. I'm like, where is this coming from? But he loved KC95, and I had no idea. I mean, I was this tall when it came out, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Been listening to it ever since. But I mean, he would always just listen to that song, It's something about the song. True music lovers can hear certain things. I mean, but everybody hears different things in songs. But I mean, it's just something about it.
You learn to appreciate a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dad was in radio for a long, long time, so I got a wide variety of music to listen to. I mean, he wasn't a rock and roll guy, man. He was, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Perry Como kind of guy.
Right.
But at the radio station he was at, they played rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
He was just at the transmitter, so
Right.
He had access to music before it was released. He got all the promotional records would come.
Oh man,
come
how
through.
cool!
He'd bring the promos, home.
Do you
so
still
I
have
knew
'em?
What was coming?
You still have them?
No, unfortunately, when all that stuff was being auctioned off,
Mm-hmm.
my dad was going to move in with me.
Mm-hmm.
He was shutting the place down that he was at, and they auctioned off all the stuff. I told my cousin, who was in charge of all this stuff, save the records for me.
Right.
And a guy came in and made her an offer that she couldn't refuse.
Right.
And all those promos and everything else
Everything
went
went.
with him.
Oh my goodness!
But
Wow.
it was just great stuff. I mean, it was such a treat to know what was coming, and I mean, that was rock and roll was.
But that was when musicians played their own music. They didn't have the electronics we have nowadays. All blood, sweat, and tears went into every freaking song, and you heard every note. It had to be perfect. It had to be right on, spot on. There wasn't. I mean, they mixed it, but I mean, it wasn't like they mix it now, where they can cover up an elephant.
Yeah, auto-tune that voice, right there, and you're good. But yeah, back then, and what was even, I think, more important is a lot of that was still, much of it had never been heard. That it was
Right.
just all so new to everybody.
Right.
Nowadays you hear a lot of rehashes, a lot of samples, a lot of reused chord changes or beats or whatever in music. But at that time, everything was just being thought up.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to have access to everything,
It was fun stuff.
that would have been
It was
pretty
really
cool.
fun stuff.
It was a blast. I just wish at that time when it was all coming out, Elvis and Chuck and all the pioneers, the Beatles, just laying the groundwork for everybody. I wish at that time the blues guys would have gotten the same recognition,
Unfortunately, no.
because that's where it really started.
Yes.
I get chills when I talk about it. But that's what I mean. I was on the street team for the Blues Museum, so I did the pilgrimage with Dave Beardsley. We went all the way down the Delta and learned all this history and about the blues, and it started here. It really did. W.C. Handy's from here, not from Memphis. He's not from the South. He's from here. But I mean, and when did they get the recognition? when David Lee Roth decides to steal Ice Cream Man and make it a song. I mean, I love it, but it's just so sad that it's got to be 80,000 years later when, that killer music that we didn't get to hear as a kid, we get to hear later. But, I wish they would have been there with everybody else. Because that blues music was it's amazing. It's still amazing.
Yeah.
It was there. I mean, it was right there. They just ignored it.
They just did. For bullshit reasons. Lack of a word.
Pretty much bullshit reasons. Because it was good stuff. And people like the Beatles and even Zeppelin, later lifted a lot of stuff from it and used it. And became, and Elvis, all those guys. I mean, as great as they were within their own right, they still borrowed a lot.
Yeah, but that's a nod to the blues. That's a nod to those songs they borrowed or redid or remade because of the fact they knew it was badass music. Yeah. I mean, why not make it better? I mean, it couldn't go anywhere unless they did something with it because it was just sitting on a shelf, which was really sad because that's where it started. It's like, it just makes me crazy.
Yeah, they weren't putting that in the mainstream.
No, it's wrong because matter of fact, I think last week was Muddy Waters. His birthday. He would have been 108.
Yep.
108 years old. Wow, I would love to have met him.
Unfortunately, during that same time,
bad
there
shit.
There were black artists who had records that were on the soul charts, and the white artists would record the same thing and be on the pop charts, and the pop charts got more recognition than the soul charts ever did.
But it always sounded better from the original artist. Every song, I don't care. It's like a movie or it's like a sequel. It's not going to be as good as the original.
Yeah.
Even that there's that controversy with the Dolly Parton Whitney Houston song.
Sure.
It's Dolly's song, but Whitney took it and recorded it and made it her own, and it was fabulous. But I still like the original. But I like Whitney's version, but it's Dolly's song. So. It's just one of those things. It's just, chicken and the egg thing. It's a druthers, but I'm just glad that, in the end, the music is getting out there, but it's just a shame that it's got to be, a million years later before anybody. And a lot of people don't even realize that Van Halen took a bunch of those old songs and made huge hits out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Dance
on the Street.
Yes.
Even You Really Got Me was, a lot of their big stuff. It was all centered around Eddie anyway. You know what I mean? They just had this dynamo who could play the guitar.
Oh, he was amazing.
And he innovated everything from how they played it to how they built it, which was incredible. But yeah, ultimately that's how it had to get to people. And the sad part of it is that there's a lot of people that don't want to backtrack and don't really think to do that. They don't think to look back and go, where'd this come from?
Right.
Or if they see a name there, well, let me go look up the other artist's version of it. You hear, as we're talking about covers like that, a really good example, I think one of the strongest covers ever is Downtown Train by Rod Stewart. He made this, I never knew it was a Tom Waits song when I first heard it.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah.
Went back, listened to Tom Waits. Obviously going to be way different.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to get used to that voice.
Right.
But it's another thing where, somebody took it and popped it up and made it into this big song. And, it was just as beautiful no matter which way you heard it.
Exactly.
To me, anyway.
Exactly.
I think both versions are really cool. And what we just did was a Dylan song. But everybody associates it with Jimmy.
Because Jimmy made it big.
Yeah.
You
Good
know.
for him, though.
I know, right? There you go. Not all Bob Dylan songs are crazy.
Not all of them are that listenable either.
I know.
That's why it's better when somebody else.
Once they're redone, they're a lot more listenable.
He's a wonderful writer, and there's certain ones you just have to hear him sing them because there's going to be no other approach that's going to convey that song.
No, he's got to do it. He just does. You know.
Tangled Up in Blue. I don't want to hear anybody sing that one.
Right. Right. Exactly. For the longest time, I thought Kenny Wayne Shepherd was a lot of people think that he does the singing. He doesn't sing.
Yeah, that's Noah.
And it's like he's just playing. I'm like, oh, listen. I said, that's not him singing. But he was a prodigy at 12 was when they first. I think it was the first time I heard him, or 13 or something. He was. Oh my God, laying it down like nobody's business. Like, he's how old? I mean, he was a kid, a total kid.
I mean, he started out copping a lot of Stevie,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, his dad kind of had some interactions with Stevie and whatnot, and you see the picture of him with, and there was a lot of Stevie going on in his playing in the early days. But he's, you know, he's kind of owned it since then.
Mm-hmm.
He's evolved away from that and just become himself a lot more. And he now does a little bit more of the singing,
Mm-hmm.
not nearly as much as you know, like some of the like a Johnny Lang, for example. But I mean, I think Noah still does the bulk of it.
Right.
I like that guy's voice, though. I think he's great.
He is great.
I wonder
Yeah.
what he would have done had he not ever connected with him. You know, he probably could have fronted a whole lot of really cool bluesy bands.
Probably. He just wanted to play. He just played. I mean, that's when. I mean, the first couple of interviews I saw when his dad was doing the talking, but he just wanted to play. It was like, you know, just my kid's playing, and he really didn't have a whole lot to say. He was very shy. He just wanted to play. There's another artist like that. You started out the way saying Bam Colton, giving you a shout out. He used to be real shy too, but you know, he's coming to his own. So Butterside is badass. Sammy was in town this last 2 weeks, and him and Mark Crowell played almost every single freaking night. I mean, can you imagine going home for Easter and playing every single night you're home? I mean, all the bands he's been in, so which was great. I mean, it was awesome for us because we got to hear him. But yeah, he hosted the jam Wednesday night. He took Mark's place, and I said, "Did you lose a bet? What are you doing here, Sammy?" And he's like, "Oh, Mark needed a nap." And I'm like, "I know." But yeah, he said he had fun. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. So
Well,
everybody enjoyed.
it's a lot of opportunities for people to come out and probably catch up with him at that point. Too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure people take advantage of that.
Yeah.
'Cause he's usually in town for a limited window. I think like a week or two at a time, most of the time.
Yeah, he is. But during Easter, they had planned out these shows, I think, before he left for Christmas. So when he comes back in, you know, let's get all these lined up because he's, you know, done so many different bands coming out of Charlotte, King Kong. I think he did a couple of the tributes when he was here. Last night he played with, it was Junkhead, and then before that it was the Berserkers, because Shannon Moore was in town,
Okay.
and Shannon usually fronts that band. And they both live in California, so they flew out together. They live like with 30 minutes with each other, so which is pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's fun. But Shannon's mom lives here. Her name is Vera. Shout out Melda Mom. She's awesome. She's so sweet. But yeah, I love the parents. Mark Crowell's parents were there last night. They're really sweet people. They support Mark too. They're just really nice. And it's funny to hear parents of people my age screaming at me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?"
Really? What do you?
I know Mark's mom was yelling when I was walking by, but just really loud in there, and I'm like, "I can't hear. I'm old." She's like, "What?" Sorry, I didn't hear you. But yeah, it's fun. It's a blast. I love to see the parents coming out, you know, just because those are the ones who support their kids.
Yeah, I had that going for me for a long time. My mom stays home a lot more now. Just that's kind of where her health is at, and you know my dad takes care of her. But for the longest time, they always loved coming out. And of course, I played every song better than the original artist, according to my mom. And all that,
Well, you always will. You will always be a rock star, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I had to have at least one reliable fan, I guess.
Is that why you're Elvis dad? You got to tell that story.
Oh, well, they love it when I play an Elvis song. My kids do.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
And the interesting part, just to kind of back up, and Ronnie, he's probably been hearing me sing this as long as I've been singing it. But as long as I've been singing it has been ever since my wife was pregnant with my first boy.
Oh.
And I would sing it, and she says that whenever I would sing it, he would start kicking in the tummy.
Oh.
And then when he was born, it was like he immediately kind of jammed to it.
Isn't that cool?
And so it became, when a couple of Elvis tunes came on, they were dad's songs.
Right.
So I'm Elvis.
Well, let's hear it, Elvis.
All right, I guess we have
Episode 63, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. We got Elvis Dad in the house.
Elvis dad. I get some sideburns going on. Okay. This one's for the boys then. They better go to bed on time, though.
Yeah, right.
Ready?
Yep.
to help me. Feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe. My chest is a heaving. Lord have mercy, burning a hole where I lay. 'Cause kisses left behind like a sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky, burning love. It's gonna need a G. Hey, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Hey, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Yeah, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Well, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Yeah, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Well, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Yeah, I'm just a hooker, hooker, burning love. Come on, man.
Woo, 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 woo! That was John Sexton. He said he couldn't hear you.
Oh,
And Keith Sandifer's out there too. We're all getting criticized. I know. So you got to be louder.
I guess I do.
Okay. How about another Elvis song?
Oh,
Or was that it?
that's the only one I really got worked up this time.
Okay. Well then, how about another song? That's not an Elvis song.
How about,
And you're
like-
wearing your Sun Studio shirt.
Absolutely, I know.
Dude.
That's well, we
That's
did one.
badass. Well, I lived in Memphis for 12 years, so I've got all that gear and stuff. Yes.
Nice.
Got to meet BB King one time. What a sweetheart. Oh my gosh.
How many years ago?
Oh, I lived there from 84 to 95.
Thank you, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Another beer, Ronnie? Another beer? You good? Yeah, but I've been back several times. But I met him after I moved back to St. Louis. But yeah, he's a sweet guy. What a doll. I called up there one day and he answered the phone, and I said, "This is not BB King." He said, "Yes, it is." And I said, "Why are you answering your phone?" He said, "It's my phone. I can answer it." And I said, "It's not really you." And he said, "Hang on a minute." He put the phone down and he got Lucille out and started playing. And I went, "Ah!" I know he could hear me screaming on the phone. I was like, like an idiot. I was totally starstruck. What a sweet man. And he is a gentle giant. He's the nicest, most cordial gentleman I have ever met. I mean, just an absolute doll.
You know, I can totally believe it. He just seemed like he had a heart of gold.
He really did. And he's just a sweet man.
I had a friend here in town that was just knockout fan of his. You know, went out and bought the Lucille model. He couldn't play, but he had to have the. You know, he spent the money on the Gibson Lucille model. Got to meet him a couple times, and went to his funeral. Everything, celebrated it. You know, and said that basically what really kept BB working all those years, just a lot of the money that he owed, is people just kept pushing him to work. You know, and whatnot. He probably could have taken a little bit more time off, but people just wanted to make money off of him, and he just kept on. But he also had it in his heart.
Yes, he loved to play. I mean, that last show, which was so disappointing because he just couldn't do it. I mean, that was heartbreaking. And I watched when Chuck Berry did the same thing. I was like, oh, man. And it was in their heart and soul. You could see it in their eyes, but it just didn't come out. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
You know, it's like an athlete that just doesn't want to quit either.
And
You can't give it up.
Yeah, they might not quite play the same, but you know, you can still see the passion is there. And
Right.
yeah, my buddy was at that last show here, and he had a picture of him fist bumping BB because I think once he finally got done, and they called it a show, he was out at least trying to
Right.
give love to the crowd because I think everybody knew that might be one of his last shows.
Yeah.
So,
Bless his heart.
but yeah, sad I didn't get to catch him because he was terrific.
I bet Stump's here. I know that motorcycle. What do you want to bet it's Stump? It's Stump. I'll bet you it's Stump.
God, that stump, the stump.
The Stump,
I
yes.
haven't
You
seen
know
him.
Stump from Southside 5?
No, I don't.
If it's
Start playing because he's going to come in.
are we talking Stump from the Riot?
What riot?
Guns N' Roses Riot.
What do you mean?
The guy at the front of the stage. That was Stump that took the picture. There was a guy named Stump.
Oh, could have been. Have to ask him. Start playing.
It looks like it.
It is Stump. And Mo. Stumpy, are you the one that took the picture at the Guns N' Roses riot?
No.
No.
Yeah, I am. You knew
Are
that,
you?
didn't you?
I didn't know that. No, Terry just told me.
Yeah.
Terry just told
Yeah.
me. You
I
know
thought
Terry
you knew
Tulk?
that. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
That's Mo.
How
And that's
I'm
Stump.
Rob. How you doing?
How are you doing?
It's Amanda.
How's it going?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
How's it going? I'm Ronnie.
Amanda.
Amanda, good to meet you.
What'd you do
Hi,
that
guys.
for? You beat up by for?
No, he was on this. Apparently, he took. I didn't even know that.
He took the picture.
I was telling you, remember I said you
How did
go
you
over the
know?
house and see the
How did you know?
Yeah, but you know what? When you say come over and see your memorabilia, it's like I
My
have the same
collection of
shit. I
No,
have,
you don't.
you know,
No, you
because
don't.
I have a lot of memorabilia,
I know
and
you do.
I don't want to see anybody else's crap. No offense.
You want to play the Kiss pinball machine?
You gonna play my Kiss pinball machine at least a game?
I don't want to play Kiss pinball. Do you
Where'd
want
you
a
get that
beer?
shirt at?
Yeah, I want to hear.
I got these.
Where'd I get that shirt? I got this shirt.
Yeah.
Where do you think I got this shirt? Keep live alive.
You got, I mean, you got
Look at the
online or
video. Got it from Casey.
what? Was that a store or something?
Casey 95. Yes, it's a store. Have a beer.
Where do you think I got
Beer?
it?
You guys want a beer? Sure. Or do you want a Mike's? I got
That's
Mike's
a friend-
Hard. If you
that's
would
a
rather have that.
Friends of our band, friends of ours, Rob.
You're only friends.
Rob, this is
Sorry.
Amanda.
Yeah,
They're fans.
the only ones that claim us.
For 40 years, 30 years and 40 years.
There's cameras right there. Which
We have stories.
I'm sure.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, you were standing next to a friend of mine that night named Rob Gray. Does that name strike a chord?
Nah, I don't know.
He was right up there because I remember he said Axel punched him too.
Yeah, they got it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
The only one that got caught up on the tape was the bodyguard, or the security guard, Bruce Olson. Because after they pulled him up out of the crowd, me and him was tussled on the floor after they got him off me. He turned around and bow. That's the only one they got on camera. You know. So.
Because there's a whole YouTube video.
Oh yeah, the man.
dedicated to- You're in that. Well, you know it.
Yeah, Google
obviously.
Riverport Riot, Stump or whatever, or Guns N' Roses Riot. And
We were-
I was on MTV over in Europe, and it was crazy, man. This was just a few, not 10 years ago. You know, it's been a 30-year-old thing, and I'm still on July 2nd. I can't sit at my house. Media fucking blows me up, man. Like it's a holiday or something.
Damn.
Wow.
To answer your question, yes, more musicians do show up.
Yeah, there you go.
It's open door policy.
Yeah, Cat gave us the open
and I
door.
told him, I said, I don't know who's going to show up.
I always try to come down and see if we're out and about, because
It's
especially
all
now they're having that bike night up there first Monday of every month. So
Where, at the place on the
off
street?
track, yeah.
Okay, you guys go ahead. They were going to play a song.
Yeah, we heard it. We was out in front listening to Elvis.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're gonna do something a little more subtle.
All right.
Do Soul Shine.
Yeah, sure. Love that shit.
When you can't find the light, guides you through your cloudy day. When the stars they are shining bright, you feel like you lost your way. When the candlelight of home burns so very far away. Now you gotta let your soul shine, just like my daddy used to say. Used to say soul shine is better than sunshine, it's better than moonshine, damn sure better than rain. Every people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. Gotta let your soul shine, shine till every day. I grew up thinking I had it made. I'm gonna make it out
from this man will make him feel so alone. Now and then I feel the cold wind blowing through my aching bones. I think back to what my daddy'd say. He'd say, boy, in this darkest before the dawn, let your soul shine. It's better than sunshine, better than moonshine, damn sure better than rain. Yeah, but people don't mind. We all feel this way sometimes. Gotta let your soul shine, shine to the break of day. Sometimes a man will feel this emptiness when a woman is robbed him of his very soul. A woman too, Lord knows she can feel like this. Yeah, when your world seems cold, you've got to let your spirit take control, don't you now? Better than moonshine, damn sure better than rain. Yeah, but people, don't you mind? We all feel this way sometimes. Gotta let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. Oh, you know it's better than sunshine. It's even better than moonshine. It's damn sure better than rain. Yeah, but people don't mind. We all feel this way sometimes. Gotta let your soul shine, shine till the break of day.
Awesome. Good for you. That was awesome. Very cool. So what does Miss Heather like you to play? Does she have a favorite, or just because all your songs sound good?
Well, no, she's not as prejudiced as my mom. She's or I should say, not prejudiced, but, or what should I say, biased.
She's not as critical, or she's not as picky. Yeah.
She's,
Let's use some alternate words.
Right.
she'll be a little bit more upfront, like,
That's
what's that? You know. So it's like,
She's honest with you, right? When she's, don't play that stupid song.
It's like,
Or
it's a really cool cover, honey. She's like, that doesn't mean I like it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I do is kind of driven by whatever she shaped me.
Well, that's good. She's a good influence. So, but I mean, I know she doesn't go out a lot because you got kids at home, and she's probably gigged out by now because you've been playing forever.
That's true.
You know, wives get gigged out, girlfriends get gigged out, and it's not anything against you guys. We just get there. I get gigged out. You can only do so much because you're just there being the fan. You're not up there playing, and it's hard. I can't sit still long enough. You know, so I get that. But what is her style? Heather, I can't talk to her. What kind of music does she like?
She likes country.
She likes country.
Yeah, she likes country.
And what country song do you like to sing that she likes you to sing?
Actually, we got one that she kind of wanted me to do tonight. It's
You not
kinda-
kinda. She wanted you to do it. There's no kinda. That's like half-ass. There's
But
no
it's
such
kinda-
thing.
It's kind of country, but it's kind of rock. It's Blackberry Smoke.
Blackberries.
So
That's a cross. They call it a crossover.
There you go.
It's called a
Okay, thank
crossover.
you.
We're gonna school you yet, Terry.
I'll get the lingo. No, there's one she likes that we do. We worked it up for her. So
Awesome.
me hydrate.
This one's for you, Heather. STL Roar, episode 63. Terry Tulk, Ronnie Roman, Mad Mo, and Stump are in the house.
Stump.
Yes. Feel free to sing in, Mad Mo. Are you?
Use his real name today.
Huh?
Yeah, anywhere you hear.
Thank you for not calling me William.
Well, I will call you. Well, now that you said it, William.
Uh-oh.
And don't make me say Dennis because you know he'll probably. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Have another beer, honey. It's all right.
Forget that happened.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Cover that up.
Okay, Heather, it's all your fault.
Damn it, I started
Yeah.
something.
Sing loud, Terry.
All right. I gotta
Pretend you're a St. Charles Music House. I've heard your pipes. You got this.
okay.
You can do it. You don't scare us.
I might scare myself. Yeah.
Come over here and sit by me. Tell me everything I wanna hear. I'll pretend that I don't see the reason you're back over here. You look cold, I'll build a fire. There's a box full of wine in the fridge. We won't talk about what's his name. That's just water under the bridge. Yeah, you made up your mind. He ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time. Cross every T, dot every I of that pretty little lie. That pretty little lie. I thought we had this all figured out. There was me and there was you and him. Was hoping for a chance to cuss you out, but then you came walking in. It hit me like I ain't been hit before. I guess one of us will never change. It's you and me sitting on the floor. I let you get away with anything. Yeah, you made up your mind. He ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time. Cross every T, dot every I of that pretty little lie. That pretty little lie. That pretty little lie. Your pretty little lie. Made up your mind. He ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time. Cross every T, dot every line of that pretty little line. That pretty little line. That pretty little line. Your pretty little line. Yeah, you were damn lying. Yeah, you were damn lying. Yeah, you were damn lying. Yeah, you were damn lying.
Yeah.
That's for you, Heather. Dave King's watching. He's awesome. He's fun. You know, Captain Happy Hour.
Yes.
That's his line. That's what he goes by anyway. I have one of my friends, Michael Hayes, but he goes by the name Purple. Yeah, don't ask why. That's another story for another time, different show. And Ted Bowman. Do you know Ted Bowman?
I think so.
You think so?
It sounds very familiar.
Oh, right. That's
Mike Hayes, you know, is he from the city over here? Off Margaretford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I went to school with Mike.
You did not go to school with Purple Haze. No way.
Man.
Shut up. We're not talking about him right now. Oh, you're going to make me blush.
I see your head tilt when I said that. I gotta go see my friend.
Shut up. Mikey, I hate your guts.
Give Stump a call, please.
No, do not call
you're
Stump.
right. Billy Stevenson.
Do not call Stump. He's probably laughing his ass off now.
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
I got a few
And I know
announcements.
His mom.
Shut
Make me
up.
blush.
Oh, his mama's sweet.
Oh, yes, she is.
Okay, so Charlotte Pub this weekend, they've got the big benefit for Jimmy Lentz. You know Jimmy Lentz, ape hanger?
Oh, yeah. I heard he had a wreck or something, yeah.
No, he had pneumonia and blood poisoning. He's
Is that
been
what it was?
Yes.
Oh.
He's bad sick in the hospital.
Yeah,
Bless
I
his
heard.
heart. So we're doing it's going to be a huge thing. Justice is playing. Justice was served. 50-50 raffles, baskets, food, drinks, all that good stuff. So it's dated for Sunday, but I don't know if it's a typo or if she got a special permit to open Sunday or if it's an outside thing. But so it'll be
Might
this
a lot
weekend.
thing for social distancing or something.
Probably. But no, St. Louis, but the restriction got lifted in St. Louis County.
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
all good. But she's not open on Sunday, so she would have to get a picnic permit or a
Yeah,
party
yeah.
permit on Sunday. So
Have some food or whatever.
either way, it's this weekend. It's going to be slamming. And she's ordered shirts and koozies with Jimmy's picture on it with the ape hangers. That's a badass
And
bike.
he
Have you
once
seen
picked up
it?
a
That yellow one.
magazine and
I
said
got
it
you.
was
Got to
the
get a picture of it because I did a long time ago. It's so hilarious. Oh my God, so fun. And
I
he's
got
a sweet guy.
20-inch apes with 9-inch dog balls, and that one puts mine looks like straight bars compared to that thing.
Yeah, but
This is, insane,
why? You're this tall.
man.
You gotta have a
That's
telephone.
why.
You gotta have a
That's
telephone book
That's
and a
why.
booster seat and another car and what else to stand on to even reach them.
You know,
Really?
I thought I was gonna ride on your shoulders.
Oh shit! No. Anyway, okay. So Friday night, Powerhouse 747 will be there, and let me see what else. At St. Charles Music House this week, Wednesday night, it's Pat Liston's night. He does it once a month there. It's freaking. Have you seen him do a show there? It's freaking awesome. Pat's the bomb anyway. Saturday night ELT. Friday night ELT, Every Little Thing, and then for Saturday night is Fry Brown Band.
They're cool.
Yeah,
we
they are
like
good.
those guys.
They're very cool.
We go on jam with him and Mike's on open mic.
Diamond Music House or Diamond Music Hall. They've got let's see. Oh, it is definitely let's see. Friday night is Pyromaniacs, which is a Def Leppard tribute, and Night Train, which is a Guns N' Roses tribute. Friday night and Saturday night is Platinum Rock Legends. So
Why
yeah.
did you look at me when you said that?
because we just got through talking about that. And of course, the best open jam out there besides Thursday night at Charlotte Pub is Wednesday's open jam at Parrots. You guys have got to come. It's freaking slamming. The band is called Rock Therapy. Steve Hall, Mark Crowell, Bobby Taylor, and Bobby Guion. So, and we try to start at 7:30, but we've been starting at 8 o'clock. And we try to get done by 12, but it ends up being 1 o'clock. So, because so many people come out, which is very cool. So everybody gets to play. Come out, please, please, please. And let's see what else. Also, I got my KC95
Yeah, she's
Keep
rocking
Live
it.
Alive shirt.
Rock it.
We got to keep live alive. So
Hey,
I know it's awesome.
I've
What?
seen a couple of people
we're
post that.
Saturday down there.
Yeah.
I think that's
I see. Yeah, Mike Meesey and his wife.
Yeah,
I've
Mike
seen
and
them
yeah,
there.
Mike and Mary, I got their shirts, but yeah,
Yeah.
we ordered them a while back. So hopefully, and if anybody doesn't know this, any musician or anybody who works in the entertainment industry, you can apply for a grant. They're giving out $1,000 grants, and they have so many to give out. All you have to do is go to Keep Live Alive, apply for it, and you don't have to, even if you have a full-time job. If you're one of, because, yes, apply for it because they've got so many they can give out and you have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, I work as a stagehand full-time, but our shows are gone. And I went to work in an office again, and I freaking hate it. I'm about to lose my mind. But I got to have a regular paycheck, so. But,
Insurance and benefits and stuff.
yeah, I know. You got to have those things when you get old. Jesus Christ. Well, nobody's going to push me around in a wheelchair. So, no. No.
It's about time somebody paid
No, not getting an electric
By
lamp.
the time somebody pinch back at you.
It's all good. Really, what you act like nobody does. Are you kidding me?
I
Seriously?
ain't trying to hear all that.
Anyway, so yeah, just go to Keep Live Alive, apply for it. It's real simple. It's an easy application. You just name, rank, and serial number,
Right.
address, phone number.
sounds cool.
I mean, it's completely confidential. Nobody gets, it doesn't get posted who got what. So, I mean, you have nothing to lose.
Right.
But that we still get a lot of donations. We've had quite a few. Weber Chevrolet donated 10 grand immediately. Fair St. Louis donated. They donated a bunch. They donated like up to 10 grand. Who else?
Corporate world should be. I mean, they get a tax write-off on it too.
Right.
Benefits
So
everybody.
I know, but there's a lot of corporate donations out there. But they have. I think the cutoff is May 1st. So you've still got a couple of weeks to fill out an application. But if you're a full-time musician or a part-time musician, or if you're a stagehand or a bartender or a lighting guy or a runner, yeah, Mickey, I know. What happened to him?
Someone give Mickey a ride down there.
No,
He needs to register.
he needs to.
He needs his shots.
Has anybody heard from Mickey?
No. This is me, MIA.
Yeah, we
I don't know.
don't.
You're lying. You are lying. I can tell.
No, I'm not. I'm going to check on my friend when I leave here.
Yeah, what? You're going to drive it to Chesterfield?
No, my buddy, he was living up here.
I thought he moved to Chesterfield.
Who?
Mickey.
I don't know where he's at. You know more than I do, see?
I thought that's who you're
lying.
talking about.
You're lying.
That's where they moved last week.
Well, he was
Isn't
living
that
up
what
the
he
street.
said?
You leave him
Oh,
out.
Tweezy says, don't get me to lie. Tweezy's just the boss. He says, get me out of this shit. I know, I hear you.
But if I hear something, I'll give you.
You
updates.
will not. Stop lying. Okay, how about another song, and then we're going to take a break.
And we're off track Saturday.
Where?
Up the street. Off
Who's
tracks.
we?
Southside 5.
Shut up. A whole band?
With them.
Shut
Just like you seen at the castle.
No way.
They wrote me back in.
They broke you back in. Shut up. You just want to play.
Twisted my arm.
They did not. Nobody twisted your arm.
You want to take the rest of
It is right here. This white door right here.
Yeah.
Just finish it out.
Okay.
Ready for us?
Yes.
All right.
Waiting on you.
Nice. I haven't heard this in a long time.
I just talked to Lane.
From town to town,
Louder.
I'm alone on my own. All my life, well, I've been moving,
What?
don't know why, just gotta go. And that road goes on and on into the sunset. And my day destiny is bound to move me on. Never found the one to satisfy my soul. Yeah. Girl, I want you. I just gotta go. Girl, I want you. I just gotta go. Girl, I want you. I just gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Woo, 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 woo! That was awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
That was.
The old Glory Amphitheater. Was it a New Year's overnight thing or something?
I don't remember. They
Missouri,
played.
East
They
is
played
out
out there a
there.
couple times.
Yeah, I seen
But
Joan
yeah.
Jett, Head East.
They're
There's a
freaking.
lot of good shows out there,
Great
man.
local music right there.
I know. They're freaking awesome.
Were they
Yeah, they're from right over here. Right over here
Living around
across the
here.
bridge over in Illinois.
One of them was like
Mike Meese played drums with him for a long time too.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody was Kansas City. Which one of the bands around here was?
Well,
That's-
his
that's
new
Missouri.
Band, yeah, that's the ones he worked with now at Rogers Scott.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're out of
Okay.
Kansas City.
But no, Missouri's from Kansas City.
As long as they stay somewhere in the state, you know. They just
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not from St. Louis. Yeah, the band Missouri.
Learned
Where's my
something every day
mouse?
from Cat.
Where's my mouse? Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we're going to take a break. This is episode 63, STL Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com. Terry Tulk, Ronnie Roman, Mad Mo, and Stump in the house. We're going to start off with a little Blue Mist. Bye.
Cool.
Yes, because who doesn't love Pat Listed?
Speaking of local,
Yeah, he's awesome, man.
Love that guy.
local boys making good.
I know.
Standing on a bus line, waiting for the number 39 to take me home for the last time. Hoping for the morning rain to fall upon my face, so that it will erase the teardrops in my eyes. 'Cause there's a blue mist in the air, there's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. There's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. We were brought together because of stormy weather. 'Cause when the weather got better and the sun came, you were gone. Now you couldn't never make it because you tried to fake it. But let a stranger come and take it all away. I could live without you, though I often think about you and wonder what happened had you tried. And you can't live without me. I know this to be true. So I'm giving this song to you to hurt your pride. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause there's a blue mist in the air. There's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. And there's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. Whoa, there's a blue
this ocean.
Tomorrow, rock hard.
Episode 63, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. Woo, woo, woo. That was Rosemary. Shout out to you guys. Oh my God, these guys are so awesome. What?
No,
What? I know. Justin took the buttons, the toys, everything. All we have is the gavel. Huh? I know. I know. He took all the toys. He took the chairs. He took everything but Tweezy.
He's not getting him. We need Tweezy.
I know, but Tweezy says, no, hell no. You know what Tweezy's going to tell him? Eat a dick. That's what Tweezy's going to say.
Eat a dick. Not even chew or swallow. Nothing, just eat.
Tweezy said that on Facebook. He went on a rant. He was mad about something, and he said it. I went, I like to spit out my coffee. I couldn't believe he said that.
Man, you're going to have to eat a dick. I'm busy. You're cruel.
He was mad. You don't piss this guy off, man.
I've never seen him, man. I've never seen nothing but sitting back there smiling, man.
I know. That's why I couldn't believe it. He was going off about something. I was like, oh my God.
Smiling, quiet one.
Yeah, when you get the smiling one messed up, man, you're messing with danger, Will
Well,
Robbins.
you know, when your sight is soldier by blood, don't fuck with that guy, okay? Don't even. No, he's a sweetheart. He really is. He's a nice guy. It takes a lot to piss him off, but you don't ever want to get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's pretty sweet.
Coming back from that.
Yeah, he's been dealing with you, so that's got a high tolerance, I'm sure.
Are you guys ready to sing some more? Did you check out his guitar?
I have the same guitar.
Where is it, Mo? It's at home.
I just told him, man. You get him.
I'm not gonna get him. He's too busy, like, being Egyptian.
Yeah,
He's over there being Egyptian.
Chinese eyes.
Chinese eyes. What are we gonna do next?
I think we stick with the blackberry smoke for another.
That sounds awesome.
So, ready for that one? Sure. All right.
Let me down easy if you can. I'm not half as strong as you think I am. It may seem like I don't care, baby, that's just my disguise. Look closer and you'll see I'm still the kid behind the eye. Barely on my feet and one more liquid put me down. Show a little mercy, honey, I'm pleading with you now. Let me down easy if you can. I'm not half as strong as you think I am. Guess I'll try to take it like a man. Let me down easy if you can. Maybe I'm the crazy one, 'cause there ain't
Rob.
no way it's you. Guess I'll let you go, 'cause it's the least that I could do.
In the box. No, right here. No, you.
Let me down easy if you can.
Go back over to that.
I'm not half as strong as you think I
Wanted a beer.
Hey, you want a beer? See, I told you.
I know, it's
Get her a beer, Rob.
I'll get it. Sit.
Stay.
Thought I had it handled, maybe I missed it by a mile. Let me down easy if you can. I'm not half as strong as you think I am. Guess I'll try to take it like a man. Let me down easy if you can.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, we got a problem getting a beer out of a box, apparently.
No, Rob just had. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
I sense the beer malfunction.
Party foul.
Party foul. Party foul.
I can sense the beer malfunction.
That's right.
Rob had a brain on it.
Rob goes, "So you want the beer?" She called you over to reach across the table.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I said, "Do you want a beer?" He goes, "Oh no, I'm good." And over there, she's going, "Take the beer, Rob. Take the
I'm
beer."
gonna call him to come over and hand me a beer. Now, how much sense does that make? Wait, they already did that. The mothership doesn't want you.
I think he needs to be probed again. He needs to be probed again.
I think he's been probed one too many times. It's all good. It's all good.
Don't ever change, Rob.
Don't ever change, Rob.
That's right. Exactly. So what's next? What do you want to play, Ronnie?
Why don't we do Little Ellen Bishop or
Oh dear, yeah.
Oh dear, yes.
Okay.
All right, let's do that one.
All right. That's always a good response.
He's very polite.
Wait a minute, why don't I tune this?
Well, yes, dear.
I had the capo on there, so it's trying to sound a little funny.
You got any original song?
Not developed, no.
He's got him. He's got him in his back pocket.
You got
I
any that's
already know.
underdeveloped, or maybe not all the way
He
developed?
needs to
or-
bring him out,
I'm
Terry.
working on it. I am
I think I
working.
jumped
Hey,
your ass about this a couple months
Tell
ago.
him to bring his guitar if he's got some originals, you know.
You got one?
Schedule us to play.
Sure, let's play down here, wouldn't you?
You gotta show
I
up.
play every time I'm down here.
With
Not
or without
music,
guitar?
yeah, just, yeah.
No, he
Mostly-
doesn't.
Mostly without.
He does. He plays with himself, is what he does. Don't let him fool you.
I know it's getting lonely at home, so I come down here and play with you.
No, you don't play with me. Nobody does. I play with myself.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
I no, nobody argues with me. I get what I want, and it's all
Yeah.
good, you know.
He's always working
And
on
nobody
better.
leaves anything behind because
You
they
got
can't,
some
so they
makeup
can come back
sex
and try to
later.
get it. No,
Yeah, if it doesn't work, I can't make up sex later, you know.
no.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
only if we had to.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I had this 45.
You're giving up your age, girl.
I already know.
Ain't no shame in that.
Nope.
Must have been through about a million girls. I love a man, I'd leave him alone. I didn't care how much they cried, no sir. Their tears left me cold as a stone. But then I fooled around that's the way it used to be. But since I met you, baby, love's got a hold on me. What's got a hold on me? What's got a hold on me now? I can't stop loving you, baby. 'Cause I fool around, I fool around, oh yeah. I fool around and fell in love. I fool around and fell in love, yeah, yeah. I fool around and fell in love.
That was badass. Okay, you got quite a crowd. So, Greg Farmer, Jilly Sunshine, woo-woo, my girl Jilly. Oh, and we got to give a shout out to Charlotte Judy, even though I talked about her earlier.
Always.
She wasn't watching, so yeah,
Love
shout out to
Judy,
Judy. Oh,
always.
yeah, who doesn't love Judy?
Right.
Steve Schindler. You guys know Steve?
I do.
He's awesome. We're going to be doing a show out of his studio, too. Have you seen that thing? It is
No.
badass.
I'm familiar with
He has got a studio that is so pristine. I mean, it's wall-to-wall boards. He's got 2 drum sets, one behind plexiglass. I mean, it is badass. He's got a killer antique microphone collection. It is so cool. It's very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys got to come play.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he's helping these musicians lay down tracks for a CD, no charge. You know, free always tastes good, right?
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
So let's see who else is out there. I feel like Romper Room. I see so and so and so and so. Yeah, how old am I? Daniel Bishop, Rudy Van. You know Rudy. Everybody knows Rudy V. Mitchell White. That's my kid. One of my kids anyway. Greg Ferguson. John Wallace.
Absolutely. John.
40 miles to
Love you, John.
Vegas. Yes.
John and Shelley.
Yes. John and Shelley. They're the bomb.
Actually, I'm going to crack a beer in their honor right here.
There we go. Let's raise a toast to all of our
Toast.
friends, all our
Rock and roll.
musicians,
All the
sex,
musicians.
drugs, and rock and roll.
Right.
And my girl Kelly Floyd, who is actually the niece of Harold Draper. If you guys know who Harold Draper is,
Yes.
keyboard extraordinaire. He's the bomb. Kelly and I went to high school together. We were best friends. Little did I know she was gonna grow. I had no idea she was Harold's niece. Had no idea. But yeah,
That's wild, ain't it? With
I
stuff
know,
like that.
it's fun. It's a blast. And of course, Purple is still out there. We're gonna talk if you know Stump.
You made her blush.
Oh, he's the
That's
only
the
one.
first I've ever seen her go.
He's the only one. Trust me. I don't know. Me and Purple go way back. Yeah, he's a blast. He's the only guy I know that
What
got
about
kicked
his
out
brother,
of.
the fireman? That's like a whole package deal over the house.
I don't think you're talking about the same guy. He's got a ton of sisters. I don't know about the brothers. He's got a ton of
Man, we're talking about a different cat.
Yeah, no. Purple is.
You know
He's,
Mike Hayes Rob, don't you?
he's the only one that got
Mike
kicked
and
out of over. Is it what's that after hours bar over there over Gravois?
Oh,
Time out. He didn't get kicked out of there once. He's been banned for life again. The second time. It's worse than Facebook jail. You know? Nobody gets kicked out of that
kicked out of
freaking
White
bar.
Castle.
Only him.
Kicked out.
I've been kicked out of there too.
You got kicked out? Oh my God.
And the White Castle up the street.
Yes.
You
What are we
kind of
doing?
got to try to get kicked out of White
What?
Castle, don't you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, this?
I'm guessing.
Scrap or two is all it takes. Actually, I'm on scrap 3 down there.
I'm on strike 3.
Rob when I got kicked out.
Yeah, Rob. We was with Rob when we got kicked out. We was all with Rob.
Oh my gosh.
We take care of us.
Yeah, Rob's got us all kicked out.
What's definitely Rob's fault?
And you hadn't even gotten your order yet. Either.
Rob's
That's
like,
what
I got
it is.
this.
Oh,
I got this.
I
They're
know
with me.
these two from different worlds for 40 years and 30 years. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know crack house.
He knows my stump though, I
Yeah,
think.
it wasn't cracked by virtual. No, it was
Different kind of
the
crack house.
chicks that hang out.
It was because they brought a lot of chicks home. They called it
We're all
crack
going through
house.
divorces. It was a fun house.
Hey, it's your house. You can call it whatever you want.
Right.
It's your story. You can tell it how you want.
Right.
We already know you're just sitting around playing video games. It's all good.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
that's all that's happening.
Yeah, they were.
You guys had what's that game?
Fun.
No, not Astro.
Asteroids is what
No,
I'm
I was thinking.
Pong.
No.
I still got my ball reaching away.
What's it called? Oh, you guys had Grand Theft Auto going on before the game started, right? Is that
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Ah.
Live and no do-overs on Cherokee Street.
There may be some inspiration in there somewhere.
Absolutely. These kids didn't get a do-over. They start learning how to play that thing the first time around.
Really?
I don't know if you ever wrecked a cop car into a fire hydrant and got out and ran, but
No. And if I did, I
have.
wouldn't tell. And thank God. And if it did ever
You learn how to
happen,
run and cut through yards and do shit you don't normally do.
and if it ever did happen, thank God there were no Facebook cameras or
Right.
phones at
That's
the
why we got to
time.
do it.
So yeah, it's
Those were
just
the good old days.
yeah, exactly. You know, not everything has to go on Facebook. All the good stuff does not have to go on Facebook.
Man, that was like a relief of air you just gave me. Here's
Wonderful
that.
history.
Someone,
He
yeah.
knows about.
You know, it's funny
I
that-
know.
Yeah, something's got to be anonymous, man. You're not seen, you know, but a story, you know, not rewinded on tape, you know.
Right.
These kids got their whole life at the end of their wrist where they can rewind every day of whatever they did,
There's
you
no
know.
myths anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no
There's no
mystique at all,
mystery.
man.
There's no urban legend.
Just think if Kiss
It's all
didn't
been
have that.
cleared up.
The band Kiss didn't have that mystique. It'd be what? You
Yeah,
know?
because how many urban legends
Right.
along with them?
Right.
You know.
They're in comic
Exactly.
books, cartoons, made them everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's what made him stand out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's because of, you know, and
Not
they had
knowing.
a great idea.
They're
I
not
mean,
knowing,
Gene
yeah.
Simmons was a mastermind.
Yeah,
he
he's a
still
mastermind
is.
with
He's
marketing
a
and-
money making guy,
Yeah,
and
money
he
machine.
knows.
House. You just sold the
Money
house.
machine.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I couldn't buy it, so you know.
Yeah, we couldn't pay for the tour.
I bid on it, but he didn't accept 100.
I know, right? Jeez, what's wrong with that guy?
I got my Kiss pinball machine signed by him the day of Chuck Berry's funeral. I went with Mike and Mary, you know, Misi, to Chuck's funeral. That morning I went to Comic-Con. Then I went out to the Rock and Brews restaurant and got my pinball machine signed by Gene.
Oh,
They
awesome.
was doing release thing you know, I got big Kiss collection, man. I only need like 6 things from the 70s. I have the whole collection. So I got my pinball machine signed by Gene, and I'm working on getting. I need to get Peter Criss because he's probably gonna be the hardest one to get.
He probably is.
Yeah.
Do you,
I have got all their autographs. I've met all of them several times, but as we get older, you know, they get around less. So
they don't care.
they don't.
They don't
Paul's
have to
still gonna
sign
rock.
anything anymore.
Hey, if you like out at that show, did I see you out at Chesterfield Amphitheater with Angel and Ace Frehley and?
Probably. I don't know.
My buddy had one of the meet and greets with Ace, and it was like $250 for a meet and greet. Well, his autograph's probably worth that. So, but you get 3 things signed. So, you know, in the long run, if you're in it for just the dollar amount, you can make $100 or whatever after you buy it. But I had my glass out there, but the dude told me, he's like, after everybody's out of here and the meet and greet people leave, maybe he'll do it then. You know, if you don't want. I understand that if people pay $250, you know, and then someone stand out there and gets one for free. But you know.
But what did you have to do to get that free
I didn't get
autograph?
it.
Do we
I
want to
didn't
know?
get it.
You are the
I
short
didn't hang
guy,
out.
aren't you?
I didn't hang out with him. We had the Arnold girls for that, didn't we, back in the day? They just wanted to party, and we just wanted to pass this. It worked out great.
How did Go-Go get the autograph?
He's got all 4 Kisses autographs on his legs, and Peter Criss has signed his leg 3 times, and it's still not autographed in there because he's fucked it up every time before we get home from Chicago. It's smeared.
How did you get it, though? How did you get that?
Signed it. He laid it up on the table and got it signed. And then Dirty Ernie always tattooed. Them are all genuine. I told him, I go, I'm taking you off the knees when they put you in the casket. You don't see that bottom in anyway. I'm putting them things in glass boxes in my collection.
That's why you need to be friends
Going
with
to the
Torchlight
taxidermy with your
Parade.
feet, dude.
Yeah,
Those are my
exactly.
autographed legs.
And then when we was out down at Shapley's when the mini Kiss was playing, and the old prankster over here sends little Gene Simmons and tells him, points me out backstage and goes, he's a musician, you guys could probably use him. Little Gene's over there pulling on my pant leg, and I go, yeah. He goes, I hear you're in a band. I look over at Mo, I go, really, Mo? I go, gonna make me fight with my favorite band, Mo? You know?
Well, you were
Little
amongst
Gene-
your people.
Little Gene, I felt weird because I was hovering over him. I was getting dizzy and shit. Now I know what the big guys get looking down at me, you know. But I go, little Gene, I go, just go get me a beer. you know.
Since she was up.
And then he was on the Hershey Kiss commercial. He was on the Hershey Kiss commercial. Remember he's standing under Gene's legs?
Did he lick his eyebrow?
No, little Gene.
Little Gene.
And then they lip sync. I didn't even realize it until I was watching the drummer and the cymbals wasn't moving.
Oh, jeez.
And then little Ace Frehley couldn't get down the steps because his legs went long enough. Mo set him down. He runs through the crowd with the guitar smoking, and he comes back and he's getting ready to stop his smoke. And Mo goes, tells him, like, I can't help you now. The guy's like, come on, man, put me back on stage. So he goes like this, side back up there. We had a blast down there, man. That was fun. So go see Little Mini Kiss, man, if you ever get a chance.
They're good. They are. They're a lot of fun.
You talk about the smoking guitar. When, we were in a band, local band around here for about 10 years, Topper Harley Band. And
I love that band.
you
Yes, I booked you guys a couple times.
did.
Yes,
We
I
appreciate
did.
it.
It was awesome.
Well, our guitar player was a humongous, is still, and he might be listening out there, Nick. Hi if you are. But he was a tremendous Ace Frehley fan. So he went out and he found these Greco Les Pauls. And they're real cheap, you know, and he got one that I liked was a Black Beauty. He got one that looked like that, and then he got one that looked like Aces that had some kind of blue thing on it. He went and got the smoke pods. He went and one was a live pickup, and the other two pickups were the smoke pods and the lights.
Right.
And he put a battery pack in it, and it was just basically a volume knob, and everything else was activated off the switches. So we decided we're going to whip this out at a club, and we're going to play it during rock and roll all night, and we're just going to go crazy.
Which
right?
bar was it? Do you remember?
Well, unfortunately, it was Handlebars in North County.
Oh,
which was
no.
a poor choice of place to debut.
Yes.
Because it was real tight. But what was really bad was he was supposed to turn his on, I was supposed to turn mine on during the solo. I hit the wrong switch. So his is going off, and everybody's like, yeah, and mine's just, you know, normal guitar. Finally, I'm sitting there, and I'm hitting every switch. I just completely blew the solo to try to find the switch, and when I finally did turn it on, it came back to me to sing, and full of smoke. And I'm hacking my way.
Show's over.
It was like, you keep on shouting.
Janet Jackson malfunctions in the middle of Super Bowl.
Was it Timmy Drew, your drummer?
For a while, he was, yeah.
Yeah, he was my brother's best friend.
Yeah.
And then he like dropped out of music. He drops in and out of Facebook, drops in and out of music. I mean, he goes off on this tangent, does his thing, and then he comes back. Yeah, he's amazing. They were in marching band together. I got pictures of him when he was this tall.
Yeah,
Freaking
Ron
hilarious.
Ron was in Topper Harley when Tim was in there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy.
So, yeah, I know he took care of some family for a little while.
Yeah.
And then he came back to it. But he and I have, you know, we've always had a pretty good chemistry, and he's just a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
I hope he's back in it. I don't know if he is right now. I haven't seen him.
It's kind of touch and go. I know him and my brother, I mean, they've been lifelong friends, but I mean, the kid didn't say two words in high school. I mean, he didn't talk. I mean, I remember dragging him around. He's, so I'm the oldest, and there's 5 underneath me, so he's like number 4 with my brother, who's number 4. They used to climb in the backseat of my car, and I'd drive him around, but they didn't talk. He barely said a word.
You're intimidating.
No, I'm not. They're boys. They're boys.
Tim's a pretty reserved guy.
He is. Very
when he
quiet.
speaks, he's got something to say.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because in the band, Dave, our bass player, you know, at one point he was like, "Come on, man, come on, really, you know, just jam at this time," and Tim just was like, "Okay," and
he took off, didn't he?
Oh man,
he'll scare you.
He showed us what he could do. He brought out the marching band skills.
Oh,
It was
he
awesome.
he is amazing when he plays. I mean, he is. But when you get him mad, forget it.
Yeah.
When he gets to that point when you just say do it, he's like monster mode. He's freaking badass.
But he's you know, he's got that real subtle touch. So you know, because he's used to playing in smaller bars, so he knows how to dial it back. When Dave was like, "Hey, let's kick this one in the butt," and Tim was like, "All right, I'll show you what I can do." He really came out of it in that song.
He's one of those kids, though. Him, my brother, and Heath. Heath is their third in that trio, and where we went to school, they learned to read, write, breathe, eat, sleep, music. So he's one of those. He's played in all of it, jazz, everything. He can do it all. So he's learned to play all those different kinds of styles, and he can read and he can write. He could do all that crap.
Theory.
He had to, and he was a smart kid anyway. So they're all logical.
Yeah. I took theory in high school. It was just because, and I ended up asking him if I could take it twice, and nobody's ever done And I said, well, really,
No one's ever asked.
so they made me an independent study for senior year because I had an elective credit and they let me do it.
Oh, very
So
cool.
She had to come up with challenging ways. I had to write piano stuff. And
Oh, very
Wow, that's
cool.
neat.
I couldn't tell you a damn thing about what I was doing. She just taught me the rules and then I had to write it and then
Right.
she'd play it for me.
That's awesome.
I don't play piano.
You can't play now?
No.
I'll play a piano. I just write them on TV.
I played some of my whole childhood. I wouldn't know what to do if somebody put one in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that. Reading music and all that good stuff. It's like,
Yeah, my daughter can read and write music and play anything. You ever pick up an electric guitar? I'm gonna smack you because I can't play guitar. You said something for her. She just takes off with it.
That's great.
Anything,
That's
yeah.
awesome. My brother's that way. He can play
Yeah.
but he can play by ear. He doesn't even need, but he's already thought out the song, wrote it out, published it, and then he'll play it later. But it's like, oh, he's just one of those evil geniuses. He's an evil genius.
Yeah, some it's just natural,
But, yeah,
for some people, man.
It's amazing. So I know, I'm envious.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mo. Not gonna get Laney a guitar, he says.
You can play the megaphone. That's what you can
Yeah,
play.
New York Groove with a smoke bomb and the guitar.
So what are we gonna play next?
Well,
Well.
do you guys still want to sing something?
Oh, go ahead, man. You guys are killing it.
you know any Kiss songs? He'll sing. He's a Kiss freak.
He'll sing some Kiss songs.
Beth.
Beth, I hear you calling.
I'd really have to, I might have to.
No, you guys go ahead. Go ahead. What you doing, man?
How much time we got left?
It's like 5 after, but go ahead. We're good.
Okay.
We'll go out on your song.
All right, want to go out on, let's do Stevie Ray. Pride and Joy.
Sure.
We'll jam out on a good
There you
1-4-5
go.
blues here. Ready? Oh, wait, you do that.
All right, good job. Here we go. All right.
Take two.
Thanks for
Take
coming,
two.
Terry. Social.
Social.
Woo! Here's some
And-
screwing up
and
on the
this'll be
guitar.
Take two.
This will be take two.
Take two. Woo woo. Episode 63, STL Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Stump.
Thank you.
And Tweezy, of course.
Roar. Always thank Tweezy.
Okay, now, whose turn is it?
I'll try
And
to.
Rob and Amanda for hanging out and getting the beers.
Well, you've heard about loving, giving sight to the blind. My baby loves me 'cause the sun just shines and she's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. Well, she's my sweet little baby. I'm her little boy. Well, I love my lady. She's heart and soul. Love like arms that won't never go. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. Now she's my sweet little baby. I'm her little boy. Well, I love my lady, strong and lean. You mess with her, you see a man get mean. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. That's my sweet little baby. I'm her little boy. Tell him, Ronnie.
Try another one.
That was awesome. Woo, woo, woo! Yeah. Okay, I got a couple more announcements I forgot about. So if you're in St. Charles tonight, there's not a gig. It's not a real gig, okay? Tony Antonelli, the drummer from Jeremiah Johnson, and Frank Bauer are doing an impromptu gig at Redfish Bluefish. Sweet. So yeah, very cool. They just got back. Jeremiah Johnson played Knuckleheads this weekend in Kansas City. Very cool, very cool. And let's see.
Is that down by the Frontenac area up there?
Huh?
Like down in the Frontenac area? in
Redfish,
Kansas City?
Bluefish?
No, what did you say?
Knuckleheads in Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Ain't that by the Frontenac area? Up
Frontenac is in St.
there? No,
Louis.
there's a Frontenac area. Up
I
there.
don't know. I have
So
no
you don't know where it's
idea.
at. Just all you had to say was you don't know.
I was like, you're talking about Frontenac. Shut
Try to
up,
make me look bad.
Stump.
You don't know what the fuck is. Yeah,
Okay, I got a whole list of gigs here that Southside 5 and everybody else is playing.
This is the Mo
Jeez.
Fest. This is Mo Fest.
It's a Mo
These
Fest.
are announcements.
Since Mo is in all these bands,
It's all about the Mo show. Mo,
it's
Mo,
the
Mo.
Mo.
She cried Mo, Mo, Mo.
Southside 5, April 17th, this Saturday at Off Track Saloon, 7 p.m. start time. Are you guys starting at 7 or are you starting at 8?
Yeah, Mike with the traveling band will be up there acoustic, and it's called Mike Traveling Light.
Yeah,
Band.
he's awesome. Mike
Yeah,
is
Mike
sweet.
Thomas, good people.
He is a ball. He is just a blast.
Matter
to
of
hang
fact,
out
he was
with.
playing up at Mary's when we first started playing. When our band first started with Jimmy Lee Kennedy Jimmy Kennedy was the one that got us.
Jimmy Lee Kennett or Jimmy
No.
Kennedy?
Kennedy and Wrecking Ball.
No, Jimmy Kennedy and the Wrecking Ball. I was talking about Jimmy Lee Kennedy.
All right, I'm not talking about July. It's not even here yet. Torchlight Parade, June 5th. Really?
We
This,
might
is,
not be
this
here.
is all like.
We not be here.
That's the place to wait.
And
It's
then
all on the show.
Medicine Mo, Cedar Hill
That's for
Elks
the rally
Lodge,
against,
April
heroin.
24th. That's the rally against heroin.
Yeah.
What group is it? Is that just the only group, or is there a biker group involved with it?
There's like a battle of the bands type thing.
They usually have about
5
6 bands or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, let me know when that is.
Pretty cool place.
Yep. And then
Oh,
we're
yeah.
over at Nick's Pub.
When are you at next?
When was that day?
Tantric.
Yeah, with Tantric and Torchlight Parade again. And
Oh,
you're-
that's in Granite City. That's by my house.
Yeah. Oh boy.
When is that? Is that this weekend?
It's on there. It's
What?
the second one.
That's
on
what, in July?
No.
Yeah.
Where?
It's no, it ain't.
It says
Is
July.
it? Oh, it is. Oh yeah, that's my birthday weekend.
Oh, jeez. You know
I
what?
don't know what's going on, Ken.
I don't
I just
know
wrote 'em all
either.
down.
I just play guitar.
Hit 'em
I
ahead. No,
know,
you don't
right?
just play guitar.
So I do have to give thanks to everybody who came out to the celebration of life we had at Johnny's West yesterday. It was for Brian Hotop, which is Dave and Robin Ryan's son. He died of heroin overdose during COVID in March of last year, unfortunately. And she also, the money that was raised for the celebration was going to his headstone, and the rest of it's going to be donated to, I don't remember the name of the group, I feel like an idiot, but it's regarding heroin
heroin groups.
and the fentanyl abuse
Yeah.
crap. Oh man, it just kills me. But we had, let's see, we had Dave Ryan's been in a lot of bands. If you know Dave from Killer Vintage and just from being a musician, his old band Jade played, and then who was it afterwards? Oh, I feel like an idiot. Wrathacon played, Ship of Fools played, and then Sidemen, which is Kim White's newest venture. Which his son plays in that band with him. He lost his daughter this year to the same thing.
Man, that's why Mona's doing that rock.
So yeah, it's
That's a good
it is
show.
something
it's a good
else.
cause, but that stuff's taking so many young lives, man. It's sick.
It's not just young lives. I mean, it's
I know,
just
but
the
a lot
whole
of young
thing.
lives.
It's just it is. It's just sad.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
pitiful. But anyway, it started at like 12 o'clock and it was slamming all day long. It was a great benefit. So
Cool.
yeah, it was awesome. But it's gonna be the first annual. I don't know where we're gonna have it next year, but it's gonna be bigger and better and badder and all that cool stuff.
And the
so.
Charlotte benefits again for Jimmy Guy.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Another benefit. So
It
it seems
for-
like it's wild because people seem to be more giving through this COVID. We've done that Baldrige thing. We've done way more than what we was expecting when we raised it for the castle. We're gonna show up there and
right.
we done like over $5,000, I think.
And I've seen other
Hotels.
St. Baldrick's places. People have
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, they do it all
Different,
over.
smaller
Yeah,
smaller
but with
venues.
the COVID going on, everything's kind of been tainted, So, but people seem to be really getting deeper in their pockets for people with this going
People
on,
ain't going out
even
spending
though
money
everybody's
just because they
struggling.
got money.
Yeah, yeah, they're not going out, so yeah.
Are your
everybody's
kids
at
school
home.
age or are they younger?
Oh, they're school age, yeah, they're 8 and 9.
So are they in school, or are they doing the half and half, or are they?
Right now for Wentzville, they're in it.
Are they?
Yeah. They were doing distance learning for a while, or whatever you want to call online learning and all that. There's some kids that do that. I think there's an option anyway.
Is it? It is an option.
Homeschooling.
Yeah.
Well, there's always been an option for homeschooling,
Yeah, I mean certainly.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean
this
they
kind of-
can.
What with this, they can do
Now,
either
where
one.
it's easier, I guess.
They basically
Let
'cause
the
during the
parents
class
decide.
they can actually kind of have Skype in, if I understand it correctly.
Yeah, I think it's like everybody can still see whether you're online at home or yeah, that's
Meetings
cool.
Or whatever they're doing, but there's a few kids in the district because my kids will come home and go, oh, well, so and so just went to all day at home now, because their parents pulled them out for whatever reason.
Right.
Man, he's
right.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the parents are going, oh,
I
you
remember
know.
we moved, when I was younger,
you know-
we moved in the middle of the school year, and I thought it was cool because I got out of half a year of school. Then riding around by yourself for that half a year sucked, and then the next year you got bumped back a grade. I was like, that wasn't a winner at all, man. I think, yeah, I'll stay home. I got out of school, and then fuck, that was a year and a half to pay back that 6 months.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, you guys, one more song.
Oh man,
Can we
you're
do one
right.
more?
You just man, she does it.
One more. You got one more in you?
Do you think we got one more?
You got one more in you?
Ron's got a-
There's always one more.
Rob, you
Always
guys
one
ready to
more.
Well, it's-
Tweezy's like, shut up, I want to go home.
Here, let me bring the list back up. We'll see what we
Bring the list back up. Here.
Twitch, it's easy hard at work.
Tweezy's chilling.
Faces?
Cool. Awesome. Okay, one more time, you guys.
So, Dee Dee, my-
Just wing it.
So we mapped this out beforehand this time. Yeah, we'll get that right. This one's definitely a sing-along, if anybody remembers it.
Awesome.
Poor old granddad left out on his words. Thought he was a bitter man, spoke of women's ways. Trap you and use you, and before you even know, love is blind and soon we'll find we'll never let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. Can't such a pretty show steals your heart away. Backstage, back on earth again. Dressing rooms are great. Come on strong, and it ain't too long before they make you feel a man. Love is blind, soon we'll find just a boy again. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. When one of her lips get her cheek, makes you wonder where you are. Want some more? She fast asleep, leaves you twinkling with the stars. Poor young grandson, there's nothing I can say. You have to learn just like me, and that's the hardest way. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When stronger. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. Ooh la la, ooh la la, yeah yeah. Ooh la la, ooh la la, yeah yeah. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, yeah yeah yeah.
Woo! Thank you. Episode 63, STL Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Stump.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Tweezy.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you,
Thank
studio
you.
audience.
Enjoy.
Yeah. We'll see you next
join
week.